In this video, I'm going to check out the VXDAS TPA01 TPMS Relearn tool plus tire pressure gauge for the vehicles produced by GM. So let's get into it. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the VXDAS TPA01 TPMS Relearn tool and tire pressure gauge. Of course, the tire pressure gauge function works with any vehicle, but the TPMS Relearn feature of this device that triggers TPMS sensors in your wheels are compatible only with GM-produced vehicles such as Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, Opel, and Holden. The GM vehicles that have 315 or 433 MHz TPMS sensors should work with this device. A TPMS relearn procedure is required after rotating your wheels or installing new TPMS sensors. This type of device can make it quick and easy to perform that function. Let's start off with a quick tour of the TPA01. On the left we have the front side of it, and in the center top we have the digital display, which will auto shut off after 30 seconds of inactivity. The power indicator just below that will be a green light just below that little battery indicator when the 9-volt battery that's listed on the right side on the lower right is installed with a good charge level, and it will turn red when there's a low charge level in that 9-volt battery and needs to be replaced. And then adjacent to the power indicator we have the lights related to the functions of this device. On the left side we have a green light that will go steady green when the tire pressure gauge nozzle has been applied to the valve stem long enough to get a steady pressure reading. And then the green light to the right of the power indicator is for the TPMS function. When you press the TPMS button, it will flash as it is sending the signal to activate the TPMS sensor in the wheel. And then we move down to the two buttons on the front of the unit. The button on the left is the unit button for the tire pressure. You have the available unit measures of PSI, bar, kilogram force per centimeter squared, or kilopascals. Then the button on the right, again, is that TPMS button, which is used to trigger the TPMS activation signal for the TPMS sensor in your wheel. Now let's move over to the right and take a look at the back side of the unit. We have at the very top there the TPMS relearn antenna. That's what you place adjacent to the TPMS sensor in your wheel during the relearn process. On the top right there we have the tire pressure gauge nozzle. Of course, you place that on the valve stem with the valve stem cap removed to obtain the tire pressure. And then in the center section of the rear of the unit we have the power switch, and then just below that we have the cover where the 9-volt battery that you provide gets installed. And in this picture we see the correct placement of the TPA01 to obtain a tire pressure reading on the right, and the antenna placement for the activation tool for the TPMS relearn procedure on the left. The TPA01 is a 2-in-1 tool. Again, you can get the tire pressure readings in 4 different units of measure. And then the TPMS relearn tool function is something that can easily be performed with this tool. And the typical GM procedure has you start in a particular clockwise rotation with the front left wheel and go to the front right and rear left. I've already placed this vehicle into TPMS relearn mode per the instructions in the owner's manual. Find your instructions in your owner's manual. I'm going to use the TPA01 to relearn the TPMS sensors on my 2014 Chevrolet Caprice PPV. It's in relearn mode. Okay, that worked. Go to the next one in this corner. Press the button. It worked. This one up here, right there. And the last one, which should give us a double honk when complete, is this one. I'll press the button. And it's done. I wanted to verify the TPA01's tire pressure gauge accuracy, so I used my TPMS scanning tool that obtained the tire pressure values from each of the sensors, and then I used the TPA01 to obtain those pressure values. The values obtained with the TPA01 are within 0.6 psi of the TPMS sensor values. If you own one of the GM family of vehicles and you would like to perform the TPMS relearn procedure yourself and have a tire pressure gauge all in one tool, this might be the unit for you. The VXDAS TPA01 was sent to me by VXDAS free for this review, but I found it to be of decent quality, and so far it's working just fine. If you found this information to be helpful to you, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification to be notified when I upload new videos just like this. If you're considering a purchase of this product, please consider using the affiliate link down in the video description section. I will earn a commission on that purchase, but at no extra cost to you. It's a great way of supporting the channel. Thanks for coming to the channel and checking out this video. See you in the next one.